This guy laughs as he pulls his girlfriend's clothes open and tells her to go hit on that big guy over there. His girlfriend is totally shocked. She has no idea what her boyfriend is up to. Turns out, Mike brought his buddy along for a skiing trip, but they didn't have enough money to buy tickets. That big guy is a staff member at the ski resort, and if they could convince him, they could get in for free. Facing such a shameless request, the girl actually agrees without hesitation. She walks up to the big guy and starts chatting him up, telling him she and two of her sisters want to ski but didn't bring enough cash. The big guy, thinking he could have a nice encounter with three beautiful women, agrees right away. But when he sees the girl bringing two guys with her, he immediately realizes he's been tricked. The three quickly hop on the gondola and take off. What's even more shameless is that they show up again that night. This time, the big guy blocks them, saying the ski resort is about to close. But Mike says if they don't let them in, he'll report the guy for letting them in earlier. The big guy reluctantly lets them in again, so the three get back on the gondola. But it turns out to be the worst decision they'll ever make. Not long after, the guy's coworker comes in to take over. He tells his coworker there are 3 people left on the mountain, and they can close up once those 3 come down. After waiting a while, the coworker sees 3 people coming down, and assumes no one else is up there, so he turns off the power and heads home. Meanwhile, the gondola suddenly stops, and they think it's just a malfunction, that it'll be fixed soon. But as the lights on the mountain start to turn off, the girl suddenly remembers it's Sunday, and this ski resort only opens on weekends. If they get stuck up here, they won't be found until next week. So the girl starts shouting for help, but gets no response. Then it starts snowing, and the snow keeps getting heavier. The 3 of them huddle together, but they're still shivering from the cold. Suddenly, a light shines from behind them. It's someone driving a snowplow, coming to do a routine check. Seeing hope of being saved, they start yelling even louder, but the snowstorm is so loud, their voices don't carry. Then the guy in the snowplow gets a notification to return, so he starts to turn around and drive back. The 3 see what's happening and panic, throwing their stuff down to get his attention, but the guy doesn't see them and just drives off. At that point, they're completely hopeless. The girl realizes her face is already frostbitten. Mike then realizes they can't stay up there any longer, so he decides to try and jump down, using the snow below to cushion his fall. He starts to lift the guardrail, preparing to make a move,